Today is the 25th of April, and that means that in Australia and New Zealand, it's ANZAC Day. ANZAC Day for us is similar to Memorial Day in the United States. It's a national day of remembrance that commemorates all Aussies and Kiwis who have served in wars and peacekeeping operations around the world. On ANZAC Day, we have marches through the cities and towns all around the country, and these are ably served by our military, community and high school, brass bands, wind bands and pipe bands. The music played on ANZAC Day is traditionally marches that were composed between about 1880 and 1940, the time covering both the World Wars. On this day you hear plenty of British and American compositions, specifically those by Kenneth Alford and John Philip Sousa, but unfortunately you don't hear too many Australian compositions. And to make it worse, the Australian public would have trouble even recognising an Australian composition, except for maybe Waltzing Matilda, which is our pseudo-national anthem. On the 11th of December 1987, the United States Congress designated John Philip Sousa's The Stars and Stripes Forever as the National March. I'm impressed that there was once a politician somewhere in the world who knew the importance of the arts to society. So, on this very important day in my country's calendar, I'd like to launch a campaign to get Alex Lithgow's composition, The March of the ANZACs, designated as Australia's national march. Alex Lithgow was born in Scotland, but his family emigrated to New Zealand when he was just a young boy. Lithgow spent his life split between Australia and New Zealand, and his compositions reflect this. He composed Australian works with names like Westralia, South Australia, and Queen of the North, which is about my home state of Queensland. And his New Zealand compositions include Sons of New Zealand, Wairoa, Southlanders, and his most famous work, Invercargill. In 1916, right in the middle of World War I, Alex composed a work called March of the ANZACs. The year before, Australian and New Zealand troops had landed at Gallipoli in Turkey to try to capture the peninsula to pave the way for the Allied navies to reach the Black Sea. The Ottoman army put up a fierce resistance, and after 8 months the ANZAC forces had to withdraw, after losing 8,700 Australian and 2,700 New Zealanders. Does having a national march matter to most Australians? Of course not. But to some of us who work in the arts, or even are just consumers of art, seeing some kind of acknowledgement of the arts and its importance to our society from our political leaders would be an incredible joy. Perhaps next year, when we are celebrating ANZAC Day, maybe we will hear March of the ANZACs echoing through every city and town in the Antipodes. I hope so. See you next time.